Hi guys, and welcome back to the Mighty Blues. My name is of course Cameron, and welcome back today to another live stream video. Sorry, not a live stream. It isn't a live stream, it's a video. We are going to look at the new away kit today. Now this video is obviously criminally late. The new away kit come out over a week ago now. It was revealed last Wednesday. It's currently the Thursday after, but as I'm sure you all know, I was over in the States when the kit was revealed, and if I'm being honest with you, I never really had the chance to sit down and have a little talk about it. I didn't want to just do a quick 2-minute video saying, oh yeah, here's the new kit, I think it's decent, or I think it's not very good, nice one, see you later. I wanted to actually sit down, have an in-depth look, like I've done with all of the last 5-6 kit releases, whatever it's been. Look at the kit itself, look at it in detail, obviously the training kits as well, the goalkeeper kits, and just sit down and have a real sort of chat and a real discussion about it, rather than just throwing something together really quickly. And I'm not going to lie, it did go through my head over the last couple of days or so, is whether or not to just leave this video, because obviously it's old news now, the kit's been released for a week, but I thought, you never know, maybe somebody will want to hear my opinion on it, maybe somebody out there, even if it's one person, will want to hear what I have to say about the new kit release. And then obviously when I come home from America, there was an awful lot going on. Everton had a game last Sunday, of course, against Blackpool that we sat down and spoke about. And then the last 24, 48 hours or so have just been absolutely mad. Everton have gone from not signing a single player to all of a sudden signing 33,000 players within the space of 2 days. Obviously, Ruben Vinagre coming in, as well as Dwight McNeil, and various other rumours about various different players as well. So I thought, you know what? We'll sit down. I'll do a little video. I won't do it as a live stream because obviously... it's again, I'm sure there won't be an awful lot of people that are particularly interested, but I thought for continuity purposes, we'll sit down and we'll have a little bit of a chat about the away kit. So here it is. Here is Everton's new away kit for the 2022-2023 season. Obviously, we wore it against Minnesota United last Wednesday. Not a brilliant debut for it, if we're being perfectly honest. Obviously, a 4-0 defeat in that game, which... typical really whenever Everton bring a new kit out and wear it for the first time close to its release. We usually get beaten in those games, and then we usually sit there and think, right, never wear that again, because what an awful experience that was. But just looking at the kit itself, obviously, I think the most noticeable thing about it is the colour. I would describe it as hot pink. It's probably not called hot pink, it's probably called vibrant pink or something, I don't really know, but it's very bright pink. I've seen this kit in real life, obviously over in Minnesota, both from a distance in terms of watching the game and also close up. They had it in the shops in the stadium as well, and it's a very bright pink. It's not a similar sort of pink to what we had back in 2009-2010. It's probably more like the one we had the following season with the blue sort of sachet across it. Similar tones to those two kits, of course, but as I said, it's very pink. It's a lot more pink than the salmon one we had a couple of years ago. And my first impressions on it, the colour itself, I like the colour. I like the colour, and I like the blend between the pink and the sort of navy-ish, darkish blue that obviously is with the badge. And as we can see, this is obviously Tarkowski's, the name and number as well. I like the two colours. I think they blend well together. I really like the collar. I think it makes it stand out. Obviously, there's one of those colours on the home kit. It's white. I think the blue and the blue chevrons really make it stand out along with the pink. If I'm being 100% honest, and I always will be 100% honest on this channel, I'm not a massive fan of the design on the front of it. I thought this one would sort of settle in with me, and I thought after a week or so I'd grow to love it. It hasn't quite yet, and I'm not saying that it never will, because there's a good chance that this design will grow on me, and there's a good chance that by the next time we actually see this kit, I'll actually quite like this design and I'll be happy with it. But as of now, I'm not a massive fan of it. I can't lie, I'm not a massive fan of it. I think had this kit have just been a little bit plainer, or maybe had the tower detail that the home kit has got, it would have just looked a little bit, I don't know, a little bit more smarter in my opinion, a little bit more sort of, I don't know, just a little bit more fresh. However, the counter argument to that is, if they'd have used the same designs they did for the home kits, people would have said it's lazy, it's not unique. Why are we just using the same template and changing the colour? And we know Hummel obviously like to try things different. They like to mix it up a little bit, and we know that the home kit every year is always going to be blue and white and a very minimalistic design, because that's just the way it is. So with away kits and third kits, I think Hummel can sort of release their creative juices a little bit more. And I think we've seen that over the last couple of years. We saw that with the third kit last season, which didn't have a similar design to this, but it was similar in terms of in the sense of it being different, if that makes sense. And I appreciate that was what Hummel were doing again this year with this one. As I said, I'm not a gigantic fan of it, but I appreciate what they were trying to do, and I appreciate that it's much different to anything that we've seen, certainly in recent years. I really, really like the dark navy bluish Everton badge on it. I really, really like how the stake looks on it. I think it looks decent. I don't think it's too overpowering. I don't think it's too sort of mixed with the shades. I think the white outline makes it stand out. And yeah, as I said, this one is James Tarkowski's kit. I think the tower at the top of the name is suited. It fits there. It doesn't look out of place, and the name and number, of course, looks good as well. So just on the shirt in itself, I like the colours. I'm not a massive fan of the design, but that might grow on me. But I like the colour, the colours. I like the fact it's different. I like the fact it's out there. I like the fact it's vibrant. I like the fact it's quite loud, quite in your face. And maybe that contradicts my opinions on the design in itself, but I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think it's a decent shirt. Obviously, Everton revealed the shorts as well. Here they are. I'm currently on the website. If you're wondering what I'm on the website, because I realised that when we tweeted the images, there wasn't an awful lot of images to tweet at the time. Again, blame Everton. Now, when I first seen the kit, obviously I seen the top first, because as with everything regarding Everton Football Club, it was leaked on Twitter the day before. So the first thing I saw was the top, and my first thought wasn't, oh my god, it's pink, it's bright. It wasn't, oh my god, I don't really like the design. My first thought was, I wonder what primary colour the socks and the shorts are going to be. Now, obviously, when we had a similar kit to this in 2010-11, I think it was, or 9-10, it was blue, or navy-ish blue shorts and navy-ish blue socks as well. And I didn't mind it, but I sort of felt at that time that if they were going to, it was the Lecoq Sportif, if you were going to go in, then go all in. Don't just go, oh, we'll have a bit of pink in there, but the majority of it will be blue. I'd rather the majority of it be pink and the blue just be a secondary colour. And when I seen the shorts, I like them. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I dislike them. They're very, very similar to the training shorts that we had in Carlo Ancelotti's first season that I've got in my house somewhere. I think the blue mixes really, really well with the pink. I think obviously the pink design, as we said on the side of the shorts there, which is a similar design to the top with the chevrons. I think the Hummel badge being on the back of the shorts is a little bit different. I didn't notice that on the home kit. However, it might be the case on the home kit, and it might have just gone completely over my head. But I didn't particularly notice it, which I think is interesting. But I like the shorts. I think they're smart. I think maybe had they have been pink as a primary colour, maybe people would have said that's a little bit too much. But again, I've got no real complaints about the shorts. I think they look smart. I think they look, I think they, as I said, they're very, very similar to those training shorts last season. But then it was a case of, right, okay, well, what colour are the socks? I'm big on kits, as you can tell. I'm big on the designs, how they look, primary colours, the consistency, the continuity of them. What colour are the socks? If the socks are going to be navy, then I think, again, I wouldn't not like them because it's just a pair of footy socks, but I'd have liked us to have gone a bit more in on it. Hummel did, to be fair. The socks, of course, are pink as a primary colour with the navy / blue as a secondary colour. I'm trying to see if there's an actual description of what the colour is, but the website doesn't give a description, as you can see. Obviously, there's the tower on the back of them, as is with the home socks as well, and I really, really like the socks. Obviously, I won't be purchasing the full kit because I'm 23 years old. Not that there's anything wrong with people that want to do that, but if I was 9-10, I would be all over the full kit, if I'm being perfectly honest with you, because I think it looks really, really, really smart. As you can see, different players' numbers on there. The long sleeve version, of course, with James Tarkowski on the back. I think the long sleeve version, again, same as what I said with the home kit, because there's not a design on the sleeve, it makes the long sleeve version look a lot more authentic. It makes the long sleeve version look a lot more appropriate. It makes it look like it belongs to be there, rather than just a short sleeve version with long sleeves, if that makes sense. Do you get what I mean? Usually when there's a design on the sleeves and then they bring a long sleeve version out, it doesn't usually have that design on there, so it looks like a different top, if you get me. Whereas this, because there's no design on the short sleeve one, the long sleeve one just looks just looks as it should, really. Obviously, the kids one being there without the sponsor on, which some people would probably argue is a little bit nicer because it's a little bit, the design sticks out a little bit more. I just think it's decent. I don't particularly hate it. Don't particularly think there's much difference in it. The goalkeeper kit, of course, which was revealed with the away kit, the shirt, which was actually leaked on Twitter a couple of months ago. And when it was leaked on Twitter, interestingly, there was a lot of people that didn't particularly like this. I think it's because they thought it was the away kit. Well, it was obviously a very low-res image leaked onto social media at that point. And there was a lot of people that were very sort of, oh, no, I'm not into that, don't like it, don't think it's nice enough, don't think it's good enough, etc., etc. But when the actual away kit was released, I think there was a lot of people that were actually saying, no, do you know what? I'd actually prefer the goalkeeper kit to be the away kit. This is quite similar to that kit that we had in 2009. Obviously, that one was striped down, whereas this one's a little bit more of a crisscross diamond type of pattern. I'm not really sure how to explain it. Obviously predominantly black with the pink detail in there. Again, loud, again out there in your face, exactly like the home goalkeeper kit is loud out there and in your face. But it's nice. I like it. It's decent. It's unique. And again, I actually think it's quite smart. The shorts, of course, again, what you would expect. Black with the pink detail, a little bit more black on them than maybe I would have expected. I would have expected it to be a bit of a pink detail here. You can't see the mouse, so I don't know why I'm saying it. Hummel badge again on the back of the shorts, which maybe I've only just noticed. There, of course, you can see it with Jordan Pickford on there as well. And then the socks, which I don't know whether this is just me, but is that not a completely different colour to the design on the away kit? Is that not red or burnt orange, shall we say, as opposed to the pink that's on the shorts and the top? Maybe that's just me who's completely misjudged that, but that colour there for me, and they're not bad, the socks, they're just, again, black with what looks like a burnt orange / red design on them, but that colour there for me seems so different to that colour. You can actually see them compared in an image here, so yeah, you can't see it, but if I scroll across, it won't let me scroll across on the recording software, but it just looks like a completely different colour to me, which if it is, it'd be disappointing because, again, as I said, big fan of continuity, big fan of, things being similar, and if a kit is 2 colours, then the whole kit being 2 colours rather than 3 colours. But yeah, maybe that's just me. Maybe I've just looked at it a little bit different. Into some of the training gear then, pre-match jacket. I think it's smart, obviously predominantly blue / navy. I'm not a big fan of this random pink patch in the middle here. I think had they've just kept that blue and maybe had the badge as pink instead, it would have looked a little bit smarter. But again, I understand Hummel are trying to do things a little bit different. I understand Hummel are trying to be a little bit unique. The training warm-up jacket, I think, will be a big fan. Will be a big fan favourite. Obviously, the pink chevrons on the arms and then the blue as the predominant colour. A lot of travel wear being released as well by Everton. Grey hoodie, which there's not much to talk about. It's just a grey hoodie, but it's nice. The zip-up jacket there, the dark polo there as well, which I think is nice. White t-shirt, which if you don't spill food all over you, will be a good purchase. If you do, then I wouldn't bother buying it because it'll get dirty instantly. And then, of course, the deep green travel gear as well. The pants there, which I'm not a massive fan of the colour, but I understand there's a lot of people that are a massive fan of the colour. I'm just not a massive fan of that sort of deep green teal sort of colour. There's the t-shirt, of course. It's a kids one, I believe, which isn't much different other than the stake logo not being there. The warm-up pants, match day pants, which again, the white on the back, could it have been pink and maybe just stand out a little bit more? Possibly. And then obviously the deep teal pants as well for the travel gear, and there's different variations of the grey hoodie. There's polos, there's jackets, there's hoodies, there's shorts with zips here, which will definitely be getting bought, 100% be getting bought. I don't know why the Everton website isn't letting me click on them. There you go. And yeah, various different items that I think are just smart, not too in your face, not too, oh my god, look at me, but smart enough to be able to go out and purchase. I am a fan of the travel wear. I'm just not a massive fan of that colour. But the grey stuff I think is absolutely spot on. I don't think it's I don't think there's a problem at all. And there's not a problem with the teal stuff either. I'm just not a massive fan of teal. So there you go. Little very quick one, of course. Not as long as the last one, but I'm well aware that this is a week late. So that's the reason why I've tried to make it as quick as possible. But I just wanted to give my thoughts, my opinions on the kit, because I understand that, again, for continuity of the channel and uploads, I wanted to get this out. But also, there might be 3 people out there that wanted to hear my opinion on the kit. So if you did, there you go. I don't mind it. I'm not a massive fan of the design, but I'm sure it will grow on me. The colours I really, really like. The fact it's loud, the fact it's in your face, the fact it's different, I really, really like. And I appreciate that Hummel are trying to do different things with it as well. So there you go. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you have watched this video and you've enjoyed it, please do hit that like button. It does only take a second. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. Hopefully we'll be back a little bit later on with a transfer rumour stream, because there's a lot going on at the moment. If you haven't checked out our previous videos, Everton have just announced the signings of Ruben Vinagre. Nearly said something else then. And Dwight McNeil. So go and check those videos out. And until then, massive thank you all for watching. If you've enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you after.